what you're saying. Nani? Get out my business, okay?
Let's go into the week recap. Hey, how you guys doing? This is the weekly recap where me and Eric tell you about things we forgot to tell you last week. So this is just a bunch of stuff, and what you are looking at is not fake. What you are looking at is a picture of the ocean on fire. When I first saw this, I thought it was a video game or a movie. It was the scene from not Batman vs Superman, Man of Steel. Like, I thought it was Superman trying to get the people off the burning oil rig, but they are literally trying to fight a fire in the middle of the ocean with water. This is near New Mexico, and this is also the reason why I'll be getting an electric car, because that is crazy to me. Eric, what's your thoughts?
Absolutely stupid. Houseway. Okay, first of all, it leaks out. I'm trying to figure out how it even ignited. I haven't even watched it, but I'm sure there's a valid reason to why it ignited. But again, why are you drilling for oil in the ocean, destroying the ecosystem of the ocean, which we greatly depend on? I mean, I sound like a hippie right now, but I'm not happy about this. I hate when I see this stupid stuff happen.
It's the same excuse that people will give, like, why did we shut down the oil pipeline? It's because of this shit, guys. It's because of shit like this. Like, there's no amount of, like, just look at this. The ocean's on fire, and we're using water to try and quail it. If the ocean couldn't put it out, what do you think your little pea shooter gonna do?
Got some kind of special doohickey in the mist, Heero. That's good for these kinds of fires.
The picture says otherwise. Eric, who do you think is going to win the NBA Finals? We're taking our bets now. I have the sign behind me, Bucks in 6. Eric, who's winning this game?
Suns in 6.
Suns in 6. I don't know, man. There's a part of me that really wants to see Chris Paul win his first NBA final, because he's been through the ringer. But I'm Antetokounmpo, man. He's my brother, man. He's straight from Nigeria, so I gotta support the Greek freak.
No, he's from Greece, sir.
No, he's Nigerian. Greece is just where he was raised. He is Nigerian. Don't let.
Hey, listen, that has yet to be proven. His nationality says Greek, so I'm gonna just go.
Prove it.
I'm not gonna give you any. I'm not gonna give you any credit, Heero.
Prove it. He
from Lagos.
Do you need Nuffy? Tell him about that.
He from that Wari Lagos. Shout out to all my Wari Lagos people.
Tell him where he's from, because we claim it. We claim him. It's just like with anything. You're not half black. If you got one drop of black in you, black. So it's just like that. You got one drop in you, okay. You Nigerian. Period.
Hey, man, you one drop Yoruba, you 100% Yoruba, I guess.
Oh, check out who's in
Look
the
who
chat.
Decided to grace us with their presence. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh my, it's Keisha. Hey Keisha, how you doing?
Let's bow to my lady for gracing us with her presence.
We missed you. Thanks for blessing us real quick. But quick question, Eric. If a police officer randomly started playing Taylor Swift while you were about to be arrested, would you find that kind of weird?
Yeah, Taylor Swift. That's almost like them playing "Making My Way Downtown, Walking Fast."
Well, it's not as funny or comical as that movie was. The truth is that they're playing Taylor Swift while being filmed by protesters in hopes that when they upload the video, that the DMC takedown, which is the Digital Millennial Copyright Act, will take down the video automatically, preventing people from seeing the officers misbehave. And there's actually a clip of this which makes it so jarring. This officer right here starts playing Taylor Swift as he's being recorded, because they are trying to take down a BLM sign that is not breaking any rules. But of course, cops being cops, the scumbags that they are, they can't help themselves. So it's super interesting to see this dynamic play out. And when asked the officer why he's doing this, and is it part of their policy to play pop music while interacting with police officers, he had nothing to say for himself. This is why no one trusts the police, guys. It's not because
he would have not got away with that with me. See, me, just because I have an audio engineering background, there's software that I can use to isolate that song and completely make it inaudible for the algorithm to find out. And then I'm going to just amplify your voice in what you said. And I'm going to make it real bad for you. I would have had your badge, your name. I would have doxed you, put all your information on the screen just for being a jerkhole to me about that.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see.
Possibly. I don't know.
It's really interesting to see the lengths that people will go to like, I don't know. People are trying to hold you accountable and you're dodging it. Go fuck yourself. A man on crystal meth jumps off a plane when he's trying to get from LAX to Utah, but he's from New Mexico. So this guy had missed his flight 3 times in a row. He overheard someone saying they're going to Las Vegas. He thought that, I'm on the wrong plane, and he had missed his flight 3 times in a row. So he jumped off the plane, broke both his legs. He then admitted in this interrogation that he was coming down off of crystal meth. How's your summer going, Eric?
Way better than this guy. I'm not jumping out of a 2 or 3 story contraption onto the tarmac and not tucking and rolling. You know, I would have been at least a intermediate parkour guy, so I wouldn't have broken my legs. But I'm all for decriminalizing drugs, but some people are a danger to themselves, and this is a problem.
No,
hopefully
definitely.
He doesn't. He's had enough punishment. Hopefully, he doesn't go to jail.
I think he needs some help, but I don't know if jail's it. Maybe some rehab.
Yeah.
Yes. Quick fact, Eric. What's the percentage of Americans dying from COVID right now? Do you have a guess?
I'm gonna say less than 1%.
All right, and of that 1%, what percentage of those people do you think aren't vaccinated?
100%.
It's 99.2% of people dying from COVID in the country in the last 4 months since the vaccines have really started to roll out have been people who are not vaccinated. And this is kind of jarring to read because it comes down to a point where it's like, yo, do we care about these people anymore? Like, do we care about these people? Like, are we all good? Like, do we all got the
people made their choices?
Yeah,
Why is this even a discussion? Like, I'm not vaccinated. Hero's vaccinated. That's a choice he made. This is a choice that I've made. Everybody's got to live with their choices. Why?
But like, it's a question of like now, like, because the question then arises is, would it become selfish as things open up and people don't have proper vaccination to keep things closed? Like, so when the next time the country really opens up and the pandemic starts back up, but people who are vaccinated say I'm not staying indoors, are they justified in doing that?
I mean, let people make their own decisions, bro. I'm always gonna be a fan of let people make their own decisions. My mom used to tell me all the time, man, son, you do what you can live with, and I can live with mine. So hopefully everybody can live with theirs. Unfortunately, these people made a decision they can't live with, but it is what it is.
Nah, that's a fact right there. But something that's a little bit near and dear to my heart. TikTok was down today. But TikTok being down was the big story. But apparently they're updating their stuff and trying to retool the algorithm because of a recent backlash that took place on the platform where basically a bunch of white people were getting credit for black people interpreted dance. And the boy, Mr. Pongo, Mr. MTV himself, did a great segment on this. We're going to catch a glimpse of this. Check out his Instagram is DOMETI_. Damati. He's a MTV host. Super cool dude.
No black women in the top 100 TikTok creators.
I'm doing my hair, but I wanted to comment on this. I have said this for the last 6 months, maybe even a year now. I have never attacked any personal creator because of it. I always ask.
Actually, I want this one.
They want to shed light on a system that robs them of compensation for their work while rewarding white influencers who co-opt their moves. The issue got national attention after a problematic segment on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon back in March. In it, influencer Addison Rae performed a medley of 8 popular
Bro, I
TikTok
can't hear you
dances.
in
Almost every single one was originally
Discord anymore.
choreographed by lesser-known TikTokers, most of whom were women of color. This bit sparked so much criticism that Fallon issued an apology and credited the creators. But it revealed a much larger systemic issue of the appropriation of black intellectual property. Ray and D'Amelio are TikTok's highest earning stars, making $5 million and $4 million last year, respectively. But the black creators they borrow from don't see that type of coin or the career opportunities that come from that level of exposure. The co-opting of black intellectual property is nothing new. The evolution of American music largely stemmed from black creativity. Dances, themes, even instruments were copied from enslaved people. And this trend persisted throughout American history. While Elvis Presley is nicknamed the king of rock and roll, for example, the person who pioneered the rock sound was Sister Rosetta Tharpe, a black singer and guitarist from the South. This cycle has evolved with the times, and it's not the sole fault of influencers like Ray who are favored by TikTok's algorithm. Music producer and entrepreneur Isaac Hayes III told MTV News that the entire ecosystem is flawed. My biggest issue is that there are no black women in the top 100 TikTok creators. The black creator...
And I'll let you guys go catch the rest of that. I don't want to freeload too much off of my boy, but he definitely has a great segment, did a lot of great research on it. He was actually the first person to talk about the topic. Eric, any thoughts on this?
Honestly, I don't care. It doesn't make any difference to me. This is something I've been talking about for a long time, and everybody thought I was crazy. Black folks is like, you don't know what you're talking about. See, you keep giving your culture away for free, and then you get mad when somebody that don't look like you can go out and be more successful with your own. Go start your own thing. Limit who, bro. It's I don't know. Anyway, I'm not finna get on my soapbox. And when somebody that don't soapbox.
I mean, the truth be told, me and Eric are on TikTok, and we've seen medium to great success on it, but it still doesn't change the fact Heero famous on TikTok. Man, y'all better go over there and check him out. We've seen a little bit of success, but it still doesn't change the fact that people aren't like paying their dues up front. To be honest, if we just keep it in 100. Real quick, the NCAA has lost a major battle when it comes to deciding how amateur athletes get paid. And I just want to show you the bitch fest that's going on the TVs and the tubes, because a bunch of athletes finally have the ability to represent themselves and make a little bit of coin. Just listen to this bitch fest.
States decided unanimously that the NCAA cannot enforce rules limiting education-related benefits that colleges offer to student athletes. This ruling will help determine whether schools decide to offer athletes tens of thousands of dollars in those benefits. And the opinions were scathing. This was from Justice Kavanaugh. Nowhere else in America can businesses get away with agreeing to not pay their workers a fair market rate on their theory that their product is defined by not paying their workers a fair market rate. The NCAA is not above the law. And as we bring in Heather and Paul this morning, I feel like I've said that 100 times, but it sure feels different when the Supreme...
Yep.
This is great. This is really great. This is so awesome. First of all, I just want to ask a question. Who elected that dude? Who appointed that dude?
What dude?
Justice Kavanaugh. Who appointed him? Was that Obama?
Are you talking about the sports aspect, or are you talking about the politics?
I'm talking about the guy who wrote that statement. Was that President Obama that appointed that dude?
If you want me to fall into your trap, it's not going to happen. Are you going to talk about the ideal at hand, or are you going to talk about?
Hey, listen. As long as you know I'm trolling you right now, that's all that matters to me.
He does one good thing, and you're happy for him. Okay.
No. I just have to highlight the fact that the guy who was appointed by the guy is actually doing what he should do, just like the other lady did what she should do when it came to election season. So I'm just listen. If we highlight the good behavior, maybe we can encourage more good behavior.
You know what? I'm not mad at you.
And you know what? This is Trump appointed Brett Kavanaugh, who is a white middle-aged man saying that the overwhelming majority of students, namely black students, should get compensated for the work they put in on the field. I have to be excited about it, and I have to highlight that because the overwhelming majority of people that watch probably don't hold to the same politics as I do. So I gotta say something about it. I'm happy for the students. This is about time.
Yeah.
And honestly, what the NFL and the NBA are really the issue here. I can't even knock that. NFL, it is what it is, so watch. But the NBA could lead the way if they just allowed kids out of high school to go straight to the D League. Basketball is a sport that either you're good at or you're not. The speed changes, but for football, that's a whole different. And you can speak more to that. NCAA speed versus NFL speed, completely two separate things. I get it. Bodies are different, 18 to 21. I get it, but I don't know. I'm excited, bro. If you can't tell, I'm super happy, bro. Please tell me.
This is a long time coming, and it's a no-brainer, and it's a shame that it took this long for us to even get to this point. The simple truth is, we can't rely on the educational background and the schools of people to dictate how people are to be treated as human and civility. If in retrospect, when you think about all the times people said, man, this is sort of like indentured slavery and this, it's just proving that those statements ran true, man. Half the people that they give the academic scholarship to, they can't even use those credits to go take classes they want to take. Because take it from me as a science major, there was a big uproar about me being a science major. The question was, why come I didn't want to be a basic communications major? That was the question. So
they didn't want to pay your tuition?
Well, not even that. They didn't want to deal with the fact that I would be missing practice or become ineligible if things got too tough. It's just it's an automatic wash for me. So this is a great win for them. More power to them. I hope to see a bunch of these kids on the boxes of Wheaties in the near future.
And we need to come back to this conversation because there was a lot. You had my mind going. There was some questions that I wanted to ask, and I know that would have taken a good 15 minutes. So let's put a pin in that one.
No, for sure. So over in Iceland, they did a 4-day work week, and it was overwhelmingly successful to the extent that they got more work, if not equal to the amount of 5 days in office. And this further pushes the idea that people aren't going back to work, man. We are not going back into these damn buildings if we don't have to. Let people work from home and stop messing with their livelihood. It's just a bunch of old, bitter office keepers who want to validate I own people. No one wants to drive 2 hours every day. So what's your feelings on the whole Iceland 4-day work week thing?
I mean, we have data from last year to show that people were more productive. Yes, while we're less connected, we know that they were more productive. Even on some of our meetings from my job, it was announced that people are just as productive, if not more. People were tending to work later, and it was just an unspoken thing. You don't schedule any meetings on Friday. Any lingering work from Thursday, you just kind of put that in. Everybody kind of tend to check out 3:30-ish, 4:30, 4 o'clock really. Everybody was kind of checking out. Nobody was really sending emails unless it was finance related. That was it. So I get it. We've proven that we can do it. So I think we should just be at the crib. Why not?
Yeah, I think Friday should be a day off. Or it's like based on good faith. But me and Eric work in healthcare, so those rules change a little bit. But especially in hospitals, that's the one time that you probably want to be on call more than you have a set schedule. Because when you're on call, you're at the mercy of people just deciding to blow off their index finger, like I experienced this weekend.
Rough.
So it's give and take. But if you work in finance and you sit at a desk in your office, you can stay at home. I'm not mad at you. I'm not hating on you. And if you are someone who has to go in every day and hating on those people, I'm here to tell you something. Go fuck yourself. Hey, Eric, I want you to watch this video and tell me when you think officers get good at their job.
Oh boy. Hey, bro, hold on real quick. I got a really important call. I'll be right back.
All right. For all you guys that are wondering what's happening in this video, what you're watching right now is the San Diego Police Department, or no, Los Angeles Police Department in the South Side attempt to put out or remove 17 pounds or 10 pounds of fireworks and improvised bombs from a residential area. What you're now also going to watch is them feverishly go around making sure that this place was evacuated when they decided to detonate a bomb in a residential area. Pay attention to this dog right here, right? Pay attention to this dog, because they blew the fence away that would have kept the dog inside. They blew the fence away, and now they're going in to go retrieve people. But this dog doesn't like these people, so of course, what does he do? Attack them because a bomb just went off, and this officer was prepared to shoot him. Listen, just keep that in mind. This officer right here was prepared to shoot that dog for something they did. Look at this goddamn car. They blew that shit to the moon. Let's go back to the explosion. And there's just no thought process, no nothing. That device was designed to keep the bomb, like it was designed to contain explosions. This was a residential area that they decided to detonate this bomb in. And just look at the city, look at this part. It's the suburb, it's the South Side. They don't care about the people that live there. Why wasn't this bomb escorted out of the area? Look at what it did to this car. 17 people ended up getting hurt, and they believe that about 13 people are permanently deaf. So, like I said, you might think cops are great. I am not one of those people. I am not one of those people. And this is further proof of it, because they almost killed that dog too. So just keep that in mind. But hey, for all you other people out there, Nintendo, they are coming out with an upgrade to their Switch console, which everyone was kind of expecting, because especially I was expecting, because they haven't let anything out, and all their games seem to just be the same mantra or motto. But they're coming out with an upgraded version of the Switch. Hopefully it has no lag in the Joy-Cons. It's a bigger screen. It's an OLED, so it's way better fidelity. It looks better upgraded. I feel like they had to do this because even though the Switch is selling fine, it just begs the question, are they going to upgrade their experience? Because you have the Xbox mega computer and you have the PS5. So I feel like just even looking at the color scheme of this, you could tell that they were feeling the pressure for not having the ability to compete in that field. So I'm happy to see them bring it out. I'm not buying it. I don't think I'll buy another Switch Nintendo until they do a great version of the Pokemon games. Let's get to some of these chats real quick. Unbelievable. Yeah, you're right. That was what I was saying. They should have fired the top down. Oh yeah. You clear the neighborhood first, of course, but you don't clear the neighborhood if you don't care who they are, right? That's the facts. That's the fact of the matter. But over in India, believe it or not, Eric, you back with us?
Yeah.
Over in India, there's basically a scheme going down where people are being tricked into buying fake COVID vaccines. And they're being injected with saline water. And you would think that this would be the amalgamation of some criminal mastermind. No, these are doctors and nurses in the area who have been tricking local residents into paying, which is equivalent conversions, thousands of dollars for these vaccines, just to be scammed out of their life savings. And if you're looking at these people lining up for this thing, these aren't people who are swimming in money. This is where America can step up and be great and do bigger, better things for the people, and get these vaccines that we're just sitting on that our people don't want and get them out to these less fortunate people. What's your thoughts?
I'm gonna agree with you there. We can identify with that. I'm pissed about that. I mean, I have my own personal feelings, but when I see
like just taking advantage of people, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Preying on the desperation of people. These people have enough problems that they could. Now they have to. They've paid their life savings. They just don't want to die. Not like that.
Yeah.
And the government's not doing anything to help. I mean, it's just crazy. Why won't the world? This is how I know this is a problem. Why won't the world? Like, we have the United Nations. What in the world do they actually do? Why aren't they taking it upon themselves to get UN forces to go into countries where the governments are negligent and making sure that they take care
I don't
people?
think the UN has the manpower to take care of the biggest one of
what
the biggest
about the Red Cross? The Red Cross can show up for dang near anything else. Why can't? This is a big deal, and these people are willing to take the vaccine. So why don't we make sure they actually get the vaccine? Right. I don't understand. I really don't. It's troubling.
Well, if you think that's troubling, you'll be surprised about what I find troubling. Eric, do you know where you were 6 months ago today?
6 months ago today, I was at work.
And if you were like me, you were probably watching the YouTubes or in the news trying to figure out why a bunch of Trump hat angry far-right Republicans were storming the Capitol.
Here we go.
Yeah. Happy
Trump
6-month anniversary on your insurrection of the Capitol, guys. Woohoo, we made it. And
that's first of all, that's alleged, that's not proven. The documents clearly say that it wasn't. So I mean, this is just your MSNBC narrative that you're promoting.
You know what? I have a special.
I'll roll with it.
I have one question, and it's for a special fan of ours. You know, we have a lot of people. We have a lot of characters that come to the channel.
That handsome man from the Philippines.
So,
I'm pretty sure that's
Adam, I just have one question. When is Trump coming back to office, man? I've been waiting for him patiently to overturn the election results. None of those things have happened yet. I just wanted to make sure that you still believe what you told me, which is November 22nd, he wouldn't be in charge. So now that that's coming past, I'm just curious to know. Adam wants to update on that. Feel free to get back to me on that whenever you can. But for the rest of y'all, this is the conclusion of things we forgot to tell you last week. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Eric, where can they find us?
I mean, right here on Twitch, man. You know, and if you don't rock with Twitch, or you don't want to do the very simple thing and sign in with your Gmail account, because if you got a Gmail account, you got a Twitch account, just come on ahead and do that for us. And if you're on Amazon Prime, make sure you go over and subscribe. Get tier 3 looks very, very appealing to most people, but if you just want to dip your toe in the water, tier 1, and we'll accept that. We'll welcome you with the open arms and all that good jazz. But if you don't really want to be on Twitch, you can always go check us out on our side piece. You know, the loyal YouTube. She's always there, but she's not really doing anything spectacular enough to, you know, get that start and roll. So we just gonna keep rocking with Twitch, man. Make sure you go down, hit the link tree. You can find us on all the platforms. Anchor, they're paying us pennies, man. We greatly appreciate it. So we come in, drop some in that collection plate, and let us know where you at. Hero's famous on TikTok. I keep telling y'all. When China figures it out, you know what I'm saying? Just we'll let you know, and you'll see famous Heero on there. I promise.
We like to have a good time, but appreciate you guys joining us for the early show. If there's something that we missed or something you want to talk about, something that you want us to think we forgot to tell you, hey, let us know about it in the comment section below, and feel free to chat back with us in the comment section. Me and Eric are pretty active in there. Take care of yourself, put on your goddamn mask, or get your shot, pick a poison. But just so you don't do something nice for someone else. All right? All right. Keisha.
We can get the vibe, but it's so hard to find through the daily grind. Been working overtime, and I'm sleep deprived. Shorty on my line, and we fuss and fight. Seems like every night. Don't care who's wrong or right. I hope slow it down.